In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this cute needle felt cat-shaped dango. Dango is a Japanese sweet on a skewer. This is super easy and it's perfect for beginners or if you're new to needle felting. Here's what you need. First, you will need green, pink, white, and black wool roving. Next, you will need a felting needle, which is a special needle. Also, you will need a felting mat. This can be a sponge or any type of foam packaging. You also need a stick. I'm using a skewer. Okay, let's get started. This is very easy. Just take some pink wool and roll it into a tight ball. It's best to start with a small amount of wool and add more later, since you can't take the wool away once you felt it. Poke at the ball with your needle. Keep poking at the ball while rotating it so you can get all sides. Make sure you can see your fingers or else you might poke yourself. Needle felting is basically turning wool into sculptures by using a special needle to link the wool fibers together and make it denser. As you keep poking it, you will feel the wool get denser under your needle. I'm making the first dango ball. Dango is a chewy Japanese sweet that's served on a skewer. It's similar to mochi. It's normally in a sphere shape, but in this video I'm going to make it in the shape of a cat. Don't make the ball in a perfect sphere shape. Try to make it slightly an oval ball shape. Just keep poking and rotating the ball until it's ready. This isn't necessary, but you can use multiple needles to speed up the process. I used 3 needles at once. Make sure to hold the needles tightly so you don't drop them and keep your fingers away. You can tell when it's ready when the ball is firm to touch. It should be slightly squishy when you squeeze it. When you pull at the surface of the ball, only a few tiny bits of wool should come off. We still need to make 2 more dango balls. For the green ball, I'm mixing white and green wool together to get a lighter shade. Keep pulling the wool and stacking it on top of each other to mix them. Pull it in the same direction as the wool fibers. Make sure you always pull in the same direction or else the wool will get very tangled. If you find little bits that aren't mixing in, just pinch the bit and pull it apart. Keep doing that until you have a consistent color all around the wool. This is a good way to make new colors if you don't have the right shade. Make sure to leave some extra green wool for the ears later. I'm using this new green color to make my second dango ball. The next 2 dango balls are made the same way as the pink one. Don't forget to watch your fingers and keep rotating the ball. Make it the same size as the pink ball. You can make the ball bigger by wrapping more wool around it. Only add a small amount because you can't take it away once it's felted. Poke the ball on all sides to felt the wool down. Make sure to check when it's done by using the same ways as before. I also made a white ball the same way. Make all 3 balls in the same size. I'm going to make the ears for the green one. Take a small bit of wool and fold it into a rough triangle shape. It doesn't need to be perfect. Use your needle to poke at the wool and create a triangle shape. As you poke, keep folding the wool in so it forms a triangle. Flip the ear over and felt the other side. Make sure to leave some loose wisps of wool at the end. Keep felting until the wool is denser. This will take a lot of time, so be patient. You also need to felt the edges of the ear for a sharp edge. Only poke vertically, not horizontally, or else you will hurt your fingers. This takes a longer time than the balls because you have to felt all the way through the center, but don't give up and just keep poking. I left some wispy parts at the bottom of the ear in order to attach the 2 pieces together. Make 2 pink ears and another green ear the same way. In total, you should have 2 of each color. The finished ear should be slightly stiff and have a sharp triangle shape. I decided to make the pink dango cat some paws. To make the paws, you just need 2 small balls. Take a small bit of wool and roll it into a tight ball. Hold the ball in place with one hand and use your felting needle to poke at it. Poke slowly in one spot and rotate it. You have to be careful with your fingers because it can easily get poked in such a small area. Just keep poking all over until the ball becomes a firm sphere shape. Make 2 of these balls in the same size. Set them aside for later. Now attach the ears to the ball. I put another ball on top of the green one to see where the ears could go. Once you've decided where to put the ear, mark the spots with your needle by poking repeatedly in the same spot. Place the ears kind of far apart on the sides of the ball because we need room on the top to stack them together. Attach the 2 pieces by poking the loose wisps of wool into the ball. Attach the other ear the same way. Make sure to poke downwards on all sides of the ear to firmly attach it. Now I'll attach the ears to the pink dango ball. First, I'm marking my spot to put the ear. I did the same thing as the green ball. I also use scissors to cut a small slit in the spot for a deeper hole. Now we're done with all 3 Dango balls. Next is the face. Take a small wisp of black wool and twist it into a thin thread. Then place it where you want it. First I'll do the eyes. Poke the wool down in one spot, then keep felting it down the line. Poke it down so it's firmly attached. Cut off the excess wool. You can also make many different expressions on these balls. Check out my other video on 25 different kawaii faces. Use your needle to move the wool into the shape you want and poke it down. You can also layer on more wool if the line is too thin. I had to try multiple times until I got the face right. If you mess up, just pull on the loose wool to lift it up and reposition it. I added a different face to all the balls. The finished result should have kind of a smooth surface. If there's frizzy wool poking on the surface, you can cut them off by using scissors. Just lightly trim off the fuzz on the surface. Now I'll make the holes for the skewer to go through. Mark the middle on the top and bottom of each dango ball with your felting needle. Be gentle and don't break your needle. Make sure it's perfectly in the center or else your dango will be crooked. Take an awl or something to poke through the center of each ball. The end of the awl should go through both marks on the ball. You can also use the skewer to widen the holes. Poke your needle through the white ball and mark the green ball. This will make it perfectly in the center. Make the hole just like the previous one. Don't mark the top of the pink ball, only mark the bottom since it's going to be on top. Only go halfway through the pink ball with an awl. The pink ball should only have a hole on the bottom. The other 2 balls should have holes all the way through. Add a dot of glue to the ball and the skewer. Now stick the skewer through the balls. Poke through the bottom first. First I put the green one on. I stopped where I wanted the handle length to be. Then I put the white one on. Before you put on the pink one, cut the skewer so it fits halfway through the ball. The length was a little bit longer than halfway, so I cut it a bit more. Add a little bit of glue to the pink ball. I tried putting on the pink ball, but the hole was too small, so I'm using an awl to widen it. I'll put in the final ball on top. Only poke halfway through the pink ball. Now all 3 balls are attached. We're almost done. The last thing to do is to attach the paws to the pink ball. Take a small amount of loose wool and wrap it around the paws. Use the loose wool to connect the paws to the ball. I'm poking the paws into the area where the pink and white ball meet. Poke down the loose wool to connect the 2 pieces together. Make sure to attach the paws to the pink ball and the white ball. Now we're done. This is the finished result. The Dango cat is super cute and it looks good enough to eat. Check out my other needle felt bubble tea video, which is also perfect for beginners. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time.